Approximately 65 miles separate these two schools. Alongside the coach, Mike Lightfoot, I'm Jake Byron. So happy to have you with us here at Purcell Pavilion. Coach, both these two teams want to control the glass.
Absolutely. Who can rebound and who can keep people off the boards? Because both teams are going to battle on the boards, and I think that's going to be the deciding factor in this ball game tonight.
It will be the deciding factor. And for Notre Dame, they'll look to Tay Davis, who has been fabulous over the last two games.
He really has. He can do a lot of good things. He can attack, he can pass, and he's really adapted this game from the three-point line, knocking those things in. So he is a very difficult guard for the opponents, how he can take the ball to the basket and be able to score inside.
Had his first career double-double versus Miami on Saturday, but then on the other bench, it's going to be Hubbard trying to lead the way in fabulous beyond the arc.
Yeah, you better look out for him. And again, he'll be fun to watch, but the Irish are going to have to make sure they know where he is all the time, especially out there in that three-point line, because that's where he makes his living. A great three-point shooter.
It'll be Kebba for Notre Dame to take the tip. On the other side will be Titus Wright. And the Broncos win the tip to start the night.
Notre Dame man-to-man to start with.
White off to Hubbard. White pulls up from beyond the arc.
There you see an offensive rebound.
Hubbard cashes in. Exactly that. Both these two teams strong in offensive rebounds.
Absolutely. And if you look at the background of Western Michigan, Coach Stevens coming from where? Michigan State. You think about rebounding when you think of Tom Izzo's teams.
Burton drives in, kicks off. Taking a look at the starting five for Notre Dame. This will be their third lineup combo of the year, with Kebba in it for the third time as well, working back from the injury suffered in the preseason.
Yeah, you know, he's just still getting in game shape right now. Plus, he's wearing a brace on that shooting hand, which has got to be a challenge for him. And you'd like to see him be able to be more of a finisher inside for Notre Dame here tonight.
Redo the throw-in, and here's Western Michigan's starting lineup. This is their fifth time rolling out this combo, and something that Coach Stevens talked to us about, trying to get consistency from his team.
We're off to a great start here, really trying to establish, you know, the inside offensive rebound and a drop into the post.
Broncos leading 4-0 here early on this Tuesday night. Esney.
Notre Dame needs to space the floor, so allow some driving and kicking.
Harper tries to drive in. Esney goes to the basket and gets the roll. And something that Coach talked to us about was keeping it simple. That is what J.R. Konieczny is doing so well for the Irish.
He's attacking the rim when it's open. If not, he's going to kick it back out. If he's open for a three, he's going to take it. And he's simplified his game. I think a lot of players probably wish they could do the same thing. The more you can simplify the game, the better you're going to be. And again, the ball attacking the rim, getting another high percentage shot for Western Michigan.
Seth Hubbard attacking the rim there. Burton from beyond the arc hits the three.
And that's a really good sign for the freshman that, you know, it's a tough gig to be able to do a great job of playing defense at the college level and being able to shoot well from the three-point line.
Opsinger brings out to the top of the key. De La Cruz Monegro. White goes driving in, makes contact.
That's just been the chemistry so far for Western Michigan, is getting the ball inside and attacking the basket. Great start for Western.
Davis sees the lane, gets fouled, count it.
Wow, that is a great way to attack the basket there. And again, those are the things that he has been doing so well the last three games.
Davis, 27 points over the last two games. Transferred in from Seton Hall. Once again, part of this young roster for this Irish team. And something that Coach mentioned, starting to get their legs under them a little bit.
They really are. You know, the thing that the Irish have done very well is defended very well. And the offense will come along in time, but it takes a little bit more time. The timing of the players, the development of their skills, it takes more time than just playing hard defensively.
Notre Dame only averaging 61.9 points per game so far in the young season. Hubbard from the baseline flies it over. Roper is there.
Great defensive effort on a double team on the baseline.
Davis to the basket and lays it in.
He's taken off just where he left off the last game. He's attacking the basket more, not just settling. And he's so athletic and long, he can do a lot of damage when he gets to the rim.
Right with the hook, rattles around. What a job from Titus Wright.
Yeah, he has been really tough here at the beginning. Getting the ball exactly where he wants, and it sure shows that he's got great touch on that jump hook.
Titus Wright's been in 50% from the field in every game except the first game versus North Dakota State.
And you know, you look at what makes you a successful player, attacking the basket. And again, here's a baseline drive, using his body, using his length, and then putting up a swap with his left hand.
Now called against Wright.
Nice cut.
Goes in and gets fouled.
Again, the message has been really clear. You know, attack the basket, good things happen. And Davis has got that message. I'm going hard to the rim tonight. And, you know, when you do that, as a player, you're going to get your team at the free throw line. And, you know, the more you get to the free throw line, the better your team's going to be, and you're going to create foul trouble.
He was able to make the first. Coach Micah Shrewsbury in his first year here inside Purcell Pavilion brings a lot of experience over from both the NBA ranks and in the collegiate.
And I asked him today, grade your team, and I said, I know one thing, Coach, you're a hard grader. And so, you know, he gave him a grade, I gave him a grade. I think we finally negotiated that the grade's a lot better than the coach wanted. They're playing very solid.
Advocate for the student athletes over there, Coach.
Yes, I am. Now that I'm not coaching anymore, I'm going to give them the break.
Finals coming up for both these two schools. They'll have finals next week. Slow up a little bit. Only having one game between the two of them. Wright flies one over, hits rim, goes out of bounds. Now, take us to our first media break. Notre Dame lead by 1. And that's a showdown here on this Tuesday night.
My dad would be so thankful for all of the lives that have been saved.
Welcome back, South Bend, Indiana. Dwayne Stevens in his second season at the helm of the Broncos, but really grew in the ranks at Michigan State.
19 years. 19 years at Michigan State. And, you know, you have to say, well, why would you leave? But I think every coach that's an assistant finds himself in a situation, what's next? You know, I think that Western Michigan, you keep your eye on that. That's a program that he fell in love with, meeting with the AD, and they got a steal when they got this guy to come to Kalamazoo, Michigan.
Told us it was a love story as soon as he met his AD and knew this was the place for him.
Going right inside, isolating Davis.
Davis trying to go up. Yeah. Can't finish. White trying to push the pace. Up to Hubbard from beyond the arc. Shrewsbury loses it, but Davis will be out of bounds.
You know, they're just always around the basket. The shot goes, you just see a lot of brown jerseys getting to the rim, and that you've got to go back as a player and keep contact with your opponent before you go to the defensive glass.
Hubbard, straight from the inbound, off the iron. Brown will bring it up. Set the offense.
Good spacing by the Irish. Going to allow the drive.
Drives in, kicks out. Shrewsbury for 3.
You know, as a point guard, Burton's been asked to score a lot early, but now you can see him becoming a complete player by finding the open man, attacking the basket, kicking out, and getting his teammates open. That's what you want a point guard to do.
Coach Shrewsbury talked about it to us earlier today at shoot-around, where you opened it up, where he started with 29 points with the freshman record,
Yes.
but then has somewhat quieted his scoring, but understanding he's becoming more of a traditional point guard, dishing it out.
Yes. And he's taking care of the basketball and he's understanding his role. And, you know, the game will come to him as time allows.
Shrewsbury for another three. He knocks it down.
Wow. That's a great start for the freshman to come in here off the bench and knock in 2 big three-point shots.
It's a big three.
You know, if you're a point guard, you got to be able to do a lot of different things. And here's a great drive to the hole, and then finding that man, the option wing, and you know, a classmate, they know each other, and he made a perfect pass, looking all the way for a kick out for a three. That's just being a complete point guard right there.
In the air, coach, getting it done as well.
Yeah, and then here again, just keeps the ball alive, finds his teammate again, another three. And I think that all starts with a mentality that I'm going to distribute the ball, just not think about going to the rim.
Barton coming in at averaging 3.5 assists per game. One of the top on this Irish team. Starting to pick it up like we've talked about and seeing his role more as a distributor rather than a scorer.
The Irish have been looking for more production at the offensive end. And, you know, I think that's been the focus here the last 2 weeks by the coaching staff.
Loose. And it comes down with it. Lopsinger.
Again, another offensive rebound that, you know, Western Michigan's going to look to take advantage of every opportunity. They look at a miss as a pass to themselves. It's amazing how they go to the glass.
I'm going to call for Booth to come over. Set the screen. It'll be an offensive foul called against Kerry Booth. But Lopsinger getting it done.
Yeah,
beyond the arc.
Yeah, you're going to keep the ball alive, get the offensive rebound here, then be able to kick it to the baseline. You know, that's the shot that's, you're going to play horse on that one. He's going to knock that in a lot. Got another one.
Lopsinger feeling hot, has it roll around. Booth can't come down with it. Roper is there, though. Booth. Roper. Shrewsbury tries to track it down. Go the Broncos' way.
Both teams using a lot of bench play so far, which, you know, you can see as you look at their stats, they're playing a lot more people, going 8 deep on both sides here in the first half.
So far, Notre Dame only one that able to reap benefits from the bench, as they have 6 bench points to Broncos, none.
And that isn't that freshman, number 11 there, Shrewsbury, that hit 2 big threes. Wright is back in. Let's see if they go back inside to him.
Negro. Let's drive it in. Loose. Imes comes down with it. Picks it up. Pass it off to Jai. From the baseline, spinning. The 3-second call against Roper. Got stuck in the wrong position.
For people that haven't watched or paid much attention to Western Michigan, this is a team that went up to Chicago and lost by 4.
Yeah.
Lost by 4, 21 plus turnovers, and they only got beat by, and we know what Northwestern did with Purdue last week, so this team has a lot of people that can play.
Foul call against Julian Roper. His first, it'll be 2 free throws to come, and Western Michigan lost 63-59 back on November 14th. That was a game that Coach Stevens felt like had stuff moving in the right direction, and they go to the Emerald Coast Classic. They show a lot of signs of it. Then somewhat fell apart against St. Thomas on Friday and wants to try and get it back today.
And you know, a lot of times as a coach, you're dealing with other things, and one of the things they're dealing with is injuries. And you know, you lose your point guard, the motor of your team, and all of a sudden you're trying to have other people step up, and that takes time to get that changed.
Davis comes down with a rebound. Brandon Notre.
And this is the other thing that Davis can do for his team. He can be at the point a large, big point guard that gives them another playmaker on the perimeter.
Guy on top of the key. Give it off to Imes.
I have to get a shot up here.
1 second left in the shot clock. Davis trying to drive in. It's a shot clock violation. Broncos bench happy with it. Notre Dame leading by 3. Western Michigan keeping it tight here on this Tuesday night. This is a young team.
It really is. You know, you got 4 freshmen out there most of the time, and people don't realize that what that means. You know, you got transfers, you got freshmen, you got walk-ons, you got a whole mixture of people that you're trying to learn their names. And so it's going to take time for those young people to learn the game and to focus on what it takes to play at the college level at a high Power 5 school.
Talked about that focus on that shot clock violation to get us into the media break, Coach.
Focus is a skill set, just like dribbling or shooting. You got to be focused on what you're doing out on the floor, what the scouting report says.
I'm going to slow it down. Davis on the top of the wing. Has it all the way to the corner. Thought about a 3.
Irish looking inside. They really don't have anything. Again, they're down on the shot clock.
Davis, spin move, brings it to the basket.
That was close. But a great awareness of the shot clock, knowing that he had to get to the rim. I am impressed, though, with Western Michigan. Going to the glass. But, you know, as you recognize the situation, you got to have somebody on the floor that's going to say, okay, time's running out. I got to get to the rim. And here's a great example of getting to the rim, getting a bucket to your team when they desperately need a score and a possession.
Davis brings in some experience, transferred in from Seton Hall, averaged 13.4 minutes a game of last year for the Pirates.
And he's got a lot of skill. He could get places and finish. And right there is a great interior pass that he can make. He's really a power point man in many ways.
Send a giant to the line to shoot 2. After the personal foul, Marquis Strickland will be his first.
And it's good for the Irish to have a big back. You know, the rotations are so much different now where you can rotate 3 bigs. You know, they missed his presence early in the year. And he's going to keep getting better, too. You know, it's a process, and he's going to continue to, as he logs more minutes and gets more touches, he's going to feel a lot more comfortable around the rim.
And the only player to come with Coach Shrewsbury from Penn State, having played for Shrewsbury last year, transfer from PSU. Agro. To right. Outside the paint, trying to back in Jai. Tries to go up strong, off the iron. Loose ball underneath. Whistle will come. It's out of bounds and will go Notre Dame's way. No one could really tie it up to force a jump ball. Saw the fight there.
Yeah,
it's a fight for every rebound.
It is, and I've been really watching what Western Michigan does. They do an amazing job of getting position before the shot goes up. Their weak side board people are getting bodies on people. And so that's a secret. If you want to become a very good rebounder, you got to get positioned before your teammate takes a shot.
Got to find the other player, make sure you feel out, box out.
That's exactly right. They played physical.
Right there, both these two teams stacking up pretty evenly, back at the top three in their conference in offensive rebounds, while Notre Dame 7th in the ACC in defensive rebounds. Proves to be a great fight.
Yeah, I'm convinced that who can win the battle on the boards and who can make the most threes. It's going to be a game.
Davis kicks out. Roper thought about it. 1 second. Rattles around, but foul will be called off ball.
Wow, I'm surprised. That could have went either way. But again, the presence of mind of knowing what's on the shot clock. You've got to be able to recognize that earlier and get a quality shot, not a Hail Mary.
Foul called against Kebajai, his first, Notre Dame's third of this first half. White. Beck. Davis comes out with the rebound.
And this is a playmaker as a power point guard, as I talked before, that can really break people down.
And Esne from beyond the arc gets fouled, will shoot three. Be a foul on number 3 for the Broncos team, the artist White, his second.
And you know, the thing about it, he's just playing hard, Jared Esne. He's learned his role extremely well, and he's been patient here at Notre Dame. He was a red shirt as a sophomore, but now you can just tell the game has slowed down and he understands his role.
Yaris White missed all of last year and has started to work himself back into this lineup, trying to be a key contributor. And for him, someone that coach really looks to.
Yes.
A career-high 8 field goals to net 20 points in the season opener. So started after missing the entire season off with a bang and really starting to find his feet again.
Well, he adds length to a program. You know, as a wing at 6'7", he can get off threes like you just saw there, but he also has the ability to get it to the rim and finish.
Esne, second.
Box set here by Western Michigan.
From beyond the arc, dashes over 3.
And that's great defense. I mean, that's great defense and better offense. And sometimes, you know, as a coach, you got to just, you know, move on to the next play, because that was very solid at both ways, offensively and defensively.
Martin season opening goes under for the layup.
Got another gear. He just got a God-given another gear that a lot of people do not see or recognize to get on the floor.
Taking a look back on this Javon Hanna 3.
Yeah, I mean, here's just a great look, hand in the face. You know, you got all those things, and then again, the Mr. Creator that can get past people, start on the left side, finishes on the right side. That's pretty special and hard to do.
Both sides showing off here in this Midwest rivalry game. This will come. Another foul will be called against another foul called against Kerry Booth. His third already here in this game.
Wow.
Down finally comes. Hanna pulls up. Contested again. This time, another offensive rebound for the Broncos. Hubbard looking to fly it over. Zona picks it.
Great ball fake. Great ball fake.
Mid-range jumper. Pump fake, coach.
Yep, I love it. You know, as a coach, you just teach it. A ball fake will set you up for one step and a nice pull-up jump shot. And that's missing in the game, and I think that ball fake will set up a lot of good things for those young people out here watching this game. Ball fake, practice it. Make that fake look like a shot.
Arrow out to Hubbard. Hubbard flips it to the rack. Can't get it. Booth it down with the rebound.
Or they looking to push it.
Barry has it tipped away. Goes out of bounds. Go the other way. Braden Shrewsbury. Shrewsbury staying hot tonight. Leading the team with 8 points. And it's this mid-range jumper off the pump fake as Notre Dame lead it by 10, 27-17.
Let's partner for all of it.
Better at as he builds this program.
A travel call.
And you think about Coach Shrewsbury, he's saying the same thing. We're going to build this from the bottom up. We're going to build this team by defending first, finding grit, playing mentally tough, and the rest of it's going to come into place as we grow and develop.
Goes off the screen. See Kerry Booth wide open in the corner. Kerry Booth.
Again, that's a great find in the dead corner. And Booth has that great stroke from behind the 3-point line.
Anna. Off to Hubbard. Negro trying to drive in, sees nothing. Zona's all over it.
Yeah.
Barton tips it away.
Again, we talked about a point guard being able to do different things. Again, here he goes all the way across the opposite side of the floor. Those are just a great vision. He's looking up, he's finding open people, and the results are open threes.
Burton picked up his 3rd assist of the night so far on that one. Booth will take a seat. Strickland trying to get by Roper.
Again, they're on the glass. Open.
Davis sets it down.
When you attack the glass as Western Michigan does so well, it does open up transition easy baskets, and that was a great example there where everybody was hard on the glass, no one was back, and got easy transition baskets.
Just bash on the other side of Negro.
Great pull up, and he's had a really solid year so far for the Broncos.
Called a natural leader for this team.
And even though he's young and the team's young, you got to have leaders on the floor at all times.
Only a sophomore too, which he anyways just has that natural leadership tendencies.
Yes.
Majai. They go off the iron.
I think a really critical spot here for the Broncos. You've got 5 minutes to go and see how you can create some offense.
Gets fouled. And will go to the line. That's a great offense, Coach.
Yeah, it is. And coming up there with his left hand, knocking in with his left hand. Again, just made a really good, strong move. Over the extension of the defense. Again, off the glass with the left hand. Just a nice look. And we've talked about Davis.
I think we have, Coach.
I think we have.
But I think you need to talk about the exclamation mark you put.
Yeah, I think he can wear out the rim real quick. But, he can get up off the floor quick. It's not how high a person jumps. It's how quick they get off the floor. Davis has got that additional sprint that he can get off the floor and get to the rim so quick.
A little bit of court maintenance after a little bit of blood got on the court. Both coaches using it. A little bit of timeout. Timeout here. Coach Shrewsbury already breaking out the whiteboard, drawing up the line.
He's got to use every minute he has. As a coach, that's what you want to do. This is a freebie, so he's got to go through what they're going to look at for their next set. You know, I know they got one free throw here by the Broncos, and then here's what we're going to run with this group of really almost 4 guards in the lineup.
John was called on the foul. Now Burton back to the line to finally shoot it. He makes it.
And that was a big possession for Western Michigan to get that 3-point play and not get past 10 points here in the first half.
So back off to Imes. Shrewsbury for 3. Can't get it. Agro comes down with the rebound. Agro down to Burton. Burton trying post up Zona.
Good closeout by the Irish.
Burton deep.
Transition here. The Irish really need to continue to work on their spacing and their half-court offense. That's going to open up opportunities to get to the rim or knock in threes.
Imes in the corner, 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Oprah got happy feet and gets called for the travel. Bring us to the final immediate timeout of this first half. Notre Dame leading by 10, but Western Michigan starting to pick it up here in these final minutes. Come to Notre Dame even after Mike Gray retired from the Irish, and it's a big pickup for this Notre Dame team and for Coach Shrewsbury. First Mr. Indiana basketball foot in a long time, third in Notre Dame history.
Yes, you know, to get a kid that's committed to the school, no matter who's the coach, says a lot about Marcus Burton as a person. And he is a great find, and he has really, to me, excelled so far coming in here as a freshman point guard, being Mr. Basketball, and that's additional pressure, and he's handled every bit of it.
But then also, you have to add on the pressure of playing in your backyard. Mishawaka guy,
yeah,
and stays to play in South Bend for his college career after growing up watching Notre Dame. That's got to add a little bit more pressure as well.
It is. You can't go anywhere. You can't go to the mall without somebody saying, "Hey, that's Marcus Burton," you know. And all his friends, you know, went tickets and all those things that come with being a hometown kid.
Shrewsbury starting to become a hometown kid here tonight. Another deep 3, 11 points for the freshman.
Yeah, he's had a really good. I think he feels more comfortable right now coming off the bench. And I think as a coach's son, sometimes as a freshman, it's challenging. Everybody knows that your dad's the coach, but be able to come off the bench, watch a little bit, and then move from there is usually a good sign. Now I know why he's such a great percentage shooter, because he gets to the rim so well.
That is right. Big pickup there for the Broncos. Air ball comes from JR.
Yeah, you know, if you can get the ball inside to a big and they're physical, look at it, nice touch, nothing but net. And again, the bench, having somebody come off the bench and get some offense, and that's exactly what you want from your freshman guard, coming in and knocking down some open looks and having a really solid first half.
Hannah takes the contact, lays it in.
As a coach, you want to finish strong, and if you're Western Michigan, you're thinking, hey, let's cut into this lead and get it down to 5 before half.
Davis stuck underneath. 10 seconds now on the shot clock. Massey sees an opening.
Got to put it up.
3 seconds. Left open, can't get it. Loose and finally brought down and up to Hannah. Driving in was Hubbard.
There's no quit in the Broncos, and you can tell that toughness. You know, 3 minutes ago, they could have been down 15, and now they continue to pursue, continue to defend, continue to do things, and again, that's part of the culture that Coach Stevens wants to create here at Western Michigan.
Goes to the line, only a 66% free throw shooter, misses the first there.
Yeah, isn't it amazing how it always baffled me as a coach when you had somebody could step out and shoot threes and knock them in and go to the free throw line and struggle.
But Teague Hubbard, for example, averaging 15.7 points per game, which is 10th in the MAC, and he's getting it done from beyond the arc. Has a 37.5% from beyond the three, but yet at the free throw line, just around 66%.
And there's that focus word again. I'm convinced that it's a focus thing. It's a confidence thing. It's going through routine and making sure that you use the same mental focus from that 15-foot line. Great offensive rebound.
Big board turns to big points.
Yes. Easiest way to score in basketball is offensive rebounds.
Right, hooks it, and another one. High percentage shots.
Yeah,
Titus Wright.
Yeah, he's got great touch around the basket, great size.
Thought about it. Deep. Burton loses it to Hannah. Natural contact though.
Get a cheap foul here, and I think he's a little frustrated because he got fouled. Burton got fouled on the drive, no call. Now you're gonna put somebody in the free throw line.
Titus Wright though in the paint.
Yeah, he loves the paint, doesn't he? I mean, this big guy can finish and using the glass, going to his left shoulder, using the glass is pretty special in point blank range for him.
And the bonus, as Monegro misses. Now under a minute left in this first half.
Key possession here.
Booth thought about it. Burton loses it. And it picks it up off the floor. Monegro driving in. Count it.
Talked about the importance of finishing strong at the half. I think the last 2 minutes of every half is critical, and you have seen the Broncos respond in a huge way.
I'm out on the floor. Take a look. This is just transition basketball. Yeah. This is that Michigan State thumbprint.
Yeah, and it feeds off of things that coaches hate to see, turnovers. It's very hard to defend turnovers. You know, you can defend a lot of things, a lot of sets, but you go back-to-back turnovers, and now you're giving the opponents a chance to get down the floor quickly, looking for those things that resemble Michigan State, and that's exactly the formula that Western Michigan wants to have throughout this game.
And for this Western Michigan team, they got a little bit across the board. They got 3 guys on their roster with Canadian ties.
Absolutely, they just don't play hockey up there. They've got basketball, and they've got very good basketball. And you're going to see here that these 3 kids have moved south, but they didn't have to go to the warm weather. They just went to Michigan, so they can still get used to the cold weather and play hoops.
Agro, those stars from the north for this Broncos team. Will make it. Cutting into that lead, your coach.
10 or 12, and now it's back to 5. That's exactly what we talked about early. If you get it down to 5, you're feeling really good going into the half.
And second difference between shot clock and game clock. Booth has a rattle around, can't have it come down. They'll hold for
shot. Yeah, they're going to take the last shot here. What a big possession here. Could cut it down to, a one-possession game basically with a 3 or a bucket.
Yeah, foul, and Coach Shrewsbury not happy with it. The call against Marcus Burton, his 3rd.
Yeah, that's again, these are things that, again, we've talked about with a young team. Focus. You've got to stay focused. When you're up 10, that's the time that you want to try to put somebody away on your home floor. And because of the lack of focus, there's been turnovers bad shots, and the Broncos have taken advantage of all of that.
0 is the first. Big here. Make this second one.
We're going to go right into a transition look here for Notre Dame to get a quick shot up here with less than 8 seconds.
Burton brings it across past court. Burton. Roper now. With time expiring, count it. Julian Roper sends one home and hits a dagger at the